I'm Dr. Derek Molacek, Applied Faculty at Iowa Western Community College and on the online faculty at the North Texas Low Brass Camp. For this exercise, I will be demonstrating the etude found on page 26 of the Voxman Book of Selected Studies. This is the G major etude by Blazhevich and is at the tempo of Andante Con Moto. This is for the Iowa 2020-2021 All-State auditions. For this exercise, we will be beginning at the second half on the tempo 1 and playing all the way towards the end. For the tempo of this etude, I recommend no quicker than quarter note equals 66. I will now demonstrate this etude for you on my trombone. Like many of the slow legato etudes that we find in this book, this etude is meant to be played as a vocalese. So rather than simply thinking of the instrument, we want to think as a singer. So I recommend singing the passages and thinking about how you would phrase that passage when you sing. For example, if we look at the beginning of this selection, da 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 da. We can also play it in much the same way. We think about it with the same ebb and flow that we would if we were on a boat. Where does it crest? Where does it climax? Where do we have our decline on that particular phrase? And we think about this in much the same way with all of the phrases on this piece. In doing so, we can also have a better understanding of where we need to breathe as well. Coming towards the end of this particular etude, we need to think about the articulations of the slurs and the separation, specifically once we get to that forte there at the end. Let's build up into that. And coming off of that as well. Watch the separations between the G major arpeggiated notes. And even though it's not specifically marked for that particular passage, we want to have a little bit of a decrescendo. Why? Because our peak note is going to be that high G. Thinking again along those same lines towards the end of this excerpt. Again, our G is going to be the peak note. So, two things about that. One, do not let up on the crescendo until you get to that G. Two, plan your breaths carefully. Make sure you have a big breath before that final G major triad arpeggio. The reason why is because then you're going to be decrescendoing coming off of it, and you have the fermata. Also, be mindful of the ritardando there. It's not just simply there to scare you and slow you down. Use it to your advantage for a dramatic slowdown, a dramatic pause. We don't want to just simply prepare this piece like we're auditioning scared. We want to make it a performance. And this is the best way that we can make this into a performance. I wish you the best of luck on your audition, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.